Hello everybody and welcome back to Megaquarium, where I made a big old mess of my aquarium last time. And I need to kind of fix the mess this time. And I'm hoping I can do that without too much bother. So the first thing I'm needing to do at the moment is to move all of these guesty poos back over here. Because there's way too many of them just wandering around the place. This is what happens whenever you do a major change to your aquarium. And I really do try not to do massive changes to my aquarium, but then sometimes I just realise it's not working and I have to. And I don't think you should ever be afraid of that. I don't think you should be afraid of your aquarium just not working and you wanting to change it around a bit. I definitely think there's always scope for that. I want to do a bit of decorating today as well. I don't want this whole thing looking like a big old stony prison, which is kind of how it looks right now. Looks like a dungeon. Looks like when I went to Edinburgh Castle and went around the old prisoners' dungeons. That's what this aquarium looks like right now. I want some sand, some tropical themes, maybe. Some boat themes. I'm not sure, but, you know, anything that's better than what we've got right now. So they don't have a very large amount of options on where they can go, these touristy guests. They've got quite a small space that they're allowed to go in. And that is generally one of the ways that you're going to win the aquarium. I may still expand back out into this space here, but I want to try and get it a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more compact and a little bit more easy for the guests to see all the different things. So that's what we're doing. So at the moment they go down here and they go around here. They go around these little tanks at the back here as well. As I say, if I could make it so that I had more tanks, bigger tanks, I would not have to have as many tanks. But then that does mean a little bit of working out which fish does what and all that sort of thing. Which fish needs what, won't go with this and won't go with that and all that sort of malarkey. Right, so what have we got over here? We've got a nice big setup, a warm water setup. You're cold water, aren't you? Yes. We've got a big cold water pump. Do we have another cold water pump somewhere? Oh, I've got all these big pump setups and I don't know where they all link up to, and it's a bit frustrating. It's a bit like, what do I do? So these guys are warm water. I'm linking them up and it's still saying it's not sufficiently heated. There's quite a big old heater there. Water temperature is too low. Oh right, it's hooked up to a chiller, that's why. Let's unhook that then. 220 out of 280. Maybe if I hooked that as well, that would help with that a little bit. The jellies are underheated now. I would love just to delete all of these and sell them all and buy them back again, but I think I'd lose so much money that there'd be someone left unfiltered and unheated. So it's not an option really. Okay. Just a challenge, like any other. I do think I'm going to need to spend a little bit of money on putting some space in behind the octopus. That's going to need to happen, definitely. And these guys we're going to have to move back into that space. Right, and then I need to make sure there's crab dispenser. There are a lot of food dispensers that are in the wrong places now as well. Okay, so I should have some more platforms than I've got at the moment. Let me see. So I need a platform for you. That works. And then I've got a whole big old chiller system over here, which probably needs to be over the other side. Just move that. Over there. That might still need a bit more space, actually. But at least... Are you cold water? I'm not sure you are. I'm not sure that's a good place for you to be, actually. Never mind. You are definitely a cold water, and you are definitely a cold water. So that's good places for those to be. They don't have the right food, but that's cool. That's cold water, whereas that's warm. Do you know what? That needs to be swapped. The seahorses. The seahorses need to be here. And this one needs to be here. Now, the tank is slightly wrong, but I can just draw walls. They'll be fine. Okay, I can draw walls later. That's fine at the moment. So that's all my cold water stuff together. I'll probably do a better pump system with that later on. I'll do some more daisy chaining and stuff with that. And I'll move this one over here, where it's actually got space for a nice filter and stuff. And again, that needs jiggling around, but it's cool at the moment. I'm fine with that. Move you over here. Warm water as well. It's got its own filter though. Oh, that annoys me when it's all like... Okay, so I need to add a tank to that. It needs to be this one, I would say. It's all properly daisy chained. That one needs to daisy chain into something, into the Queasel tank probably, if I can do it. If it will stretch that far, which it won't. I may need to add another pump or move it slightly over. Will you reach the Queasel tank? Yes! Awesome! Awesome, awesome. Low water quality in that tank. Okay, I will need a filter of some description to help with that at some point. Oh, I've got an entire filtration system over here that isn't being used. Right then. Over you go. That's definitely helped with that. So what have we not got pumps and filters for and stuff? That one, okay. How are we going to work that out then? A lot of stuff that doesn't have the right food, but we're getting there with the filtration and the pumping and stuff like that. Just this lagoon tank over here is a little bit needing something. I don't have the money to do it either, and that's a bit frustrating. And that needs a bit more of something else as well. I mean, they can get in behind here and everything, and they should be able to feed everything almost. Apparently there's no live lugworm. Oh, I know why that is. Again, I just need more money. I don't have any money to do this with. So I'm just gonna let it go for a second. Just so I can. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to. Darn it. Of course not. Alright then. That will have to do. It's so janky. I don't like this at all. Frustrates me a lot. I've basically got a fish there that I'm gonna have to put a pump in, I think. In the middle of the aquarium. With the express purpose of sorting that tank out. We still don't have enough filtration on the network there either. And there's a way down there that guests can get in, so that's good. Oh, actually, there's loads of walls up here that I can hijack, though. Okay, so we don't have a platform there. Okay. Getting there, though. This is starting to get there. Oh, we need to be on that side, no doubt. Getting all daisy chained in. It's getting all compacted. Got 2 more toilets here. I possibly don't even need. I know that. Maybe I could have put a toilet in there, actually. Smooth one over. Okay. These guys can't be fed properly at the moment. Probably because there's so much stuff in the way. Right, I can't make that any bigger right now. Oh, actually, no, I can. I have some money. I can just push that back a little bit. Just want them to be able to get around there. It needs to come back 1. In fact, that needs to do that. I'll push the whole thing back 1. Cool. Then I want to put the pumping equipment for that around the back. That works. Move all the feeders that are in the wrong position back a little bit. And back against the wall. Okay, so that's all sorted. Yeah! Getting there. Right, so there's going to be one at least that's missing a platform. So what have we got here? So we've got all the feedings. We've got nothing with any feedings that can't be done at the moment. There's no warnings. So I am just a tad confused where that platform is meant to go. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see. I see. I see. Just needs to go there. So what else have we got left? We've got a crab dispenser. Just to go with all the rest of the food. Got some bits that need fixing, but they should be accessible. Another toilet. We've got a popcorn machine that could move. A couple of other bits of food there as well. For the fish, not for the people. Put that there, maybe. Take that bin, put that there. Take that arrow, put that there. I'm guessing. The arrows might be counterproductive at this point. We have an entire filter system that I don't need, apparently. But I kind of do, so I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it here. And I'll just get that daisy chained in here. So it's going to help with the filtration of the whole aquarium. Still a little bit short over here. So what I could do is just get a little nitrate reactor or something. Just pop it in there. Once I get some money. Anything about to die? Oh, well, that's a shame. That did nothing. Absolutely zilch. Nada zilcho. Sell that. What else could we have then? I'm waiting for this thing. Nothing. Oh, hang on, it did. For a minute there, the protein skimmer worked. And then I deleted it. Stick that in there then. Or did it? Or didn't it? Or did it? Or didn't it? I'm not sure. Wow, this is really crazy. So I'm gonna go around and try and make sure that like the things that particular tanks need to eat are around those tanks as well. But I'm quite happy at the moment with how we're doing. And wow, look! All of a sudden, they can see all the tanks. And all of a sudden, this is going through the roof. It might actually just do it with what we've got. You never know. That would be crazy if I didn't even need half the stuff I'm It's always a shame though when you're researching something really cool like a turtle. And then you're like, well actually, I just rearranged the whole aquarium, put everything really close together and probably slightly ugly looking, and look, it's all going great now. We didn't even get those sharks. Yeah, we just won. Alright then. Well, this is going to possibly be quite a short episode then, because I'm going to start the next aquarium in the next episode. So you're going to have quite a long episode and then followed by quite a short episode, I am afraid. But that's the way it goes sometimes. So nicely done. You made smart choices on where to invest your time and money and have built Carbon City Aquarium into a state-of-the-art attraction with some of the most prestigious livestock around. I'm still not happy with it though. You're now ready for the final challenge. It's time to build a true Megaquarium. We're going to Megalopolis. You can continue to build here at Carbon City. Why would I continue to build at Carbon City when I've been given a place called Megalopolis? For as long as you want. This message will stay in your message log, accessible via the button in the bottom left until you're ready. Okay. Well, I think let's go to Megalopolis and check it out. And then I'll start it proper next episode. Oh, now we get the UV thing. Good grief. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm ready for the ultimate challenge. My Carbon City was an awful, awful aquarium. That was so bad. I just didn't like it. And it was because I wasn't allowed to do it my way from the start. But it looks to me like Megalopolis will be my way from the start. I can have this on hard and brutal. I'm playing it on normal. Okay, so here's Megalopolis. The final challenge awaits. Here in Megalopolis, you're tasked with building an aquarium fit for the largest fish in the world, the whale shark. It's a long road ahead. First, you must build your aquarium from scratch using everything you have learned until you reach the lofty heights of rank 12. Rank 12 is the maximum rank achievable, and you'll have access to all of the tools required to house the whale shark. Your aquarium will eventually grow to a colossal size, so you should plan your layout carefully so it's easy to expand. Well, I'm going to be doing my usual, probably. I'll do a corridor. I will do a corridor, and I will start off with very large tanks. From the get-go, I'll be having very large tanks, and I'll be trying to very carefully plan what goes in together. I may do things like, for example, the horse-eyed jack might have its own tank. Some of the seahorses, they might have their own tank, stuff like that. So yeah, you guys, are you looking forward to this? Are you looking forward to this? It's like a big old sandbox all the way through all of the ranks, and this could take a few episodes to do, but I am up for the challenge. So I hope you enjoyed watching me do Carbon City, and I hope you will be back to see me doing this. And in the meantime, I would like you to look after yourselves, and please keep being awesome.